listener, welcome. Okay, I sound a little sleepy. It's not the intention, but yeah. Moving forward. So I thought that I was freestyling, writing a song, freestyling, and the words were, if you decide to use the lyrics, it's fine. I give you permission, right? Anywho, but the lyrics goes, let me see. You don't have to worry. I won't allow you to. Tell me what makes you smile so I can make you smile for the rest of your life. Overall, it's about you being the one. Okay? You take this how it resonates with you. You fill in the blank of if this has to do with a person, place, or thing. Our persons, I don't know. But I was channeling that, and I was like, okay, this is a good song to write. And then I remember Serenity is one of the cards. Serenity, but that's not the first one. It said, the first card I looked at, it said, I want to say, don't be frustrated. It says, let go and allow peace to come in. And then serenity is all about an I am message that consists of speaking the freedom of releasing fear, but facing whatever that fear is, and allowing that peace to win the battle of whatever your situation or circumstance is. For some of you, it's not even a situation or a circumstance. It's just a type of feeling, okay, when it comes to self. A certain type of feeling that reoccurs, and it's a type of feeling that you no longer want. It may be multiple different kind of feelings. You are being advised to identify those feelings. So if you were to ask yourself, how do you feel, you would know. Okay? Or just in general, if someone was to ask you, how do you feel, you should know how to identify types of feelings that you feel. Okay? If this has to do with a person, this has to do with a person that wants to be a part of your journey. And this person is basically verbally making a commitment. It feels like vows, but it's not wedding energy. I mean, those lyrics could be, but it's just giving me like commitment. Someone that you don't have to tell how to love you. Okay? This is someone that if pain comes in your life, or you experience some type of disappointment or pain, this person reassures you they're there every step of the way. This is not someone that's just gonna, hear you talk. This person is going to, it's like, how, if for those of you who are parents, when you have your first child and your second and your third, whatever, right? You have that knowing, right? They sleep with you. Some, even if they're in a crib, doesn't matter. You have this intuitive nudges when to attend to that child. you are right there every step of the way, right? Through the fussiness, through the gassiness, whether if you know they're hungry or they're just going through changes and they're not understanding the environment or the energies around them. Intuitively, you naturally give a child TLC, tender loving care. This person is saying, I'm going to go beyond that. You are the one. And if I have my cards, I will be able to clarify if this has to do with disappointments of others, or just this person is just in their life where they're ready to make commitment. And it doesn't necessarily mean, for some of you, this person may not ever had a relationship. They're like, now I'm ready to have a relationship. Okay. And it's not a fairy tale relationship. This is someone that's saying, I want to make a commitment here to make you. That was part of the lyrics. It said, I can't make you happy, but I will navigate your happiness. I will navigate your way into happiness, or to help you maintain your happiness. So this person is saying they're willing to do whatever it is to make you happy. Now, I'm a true believer. Everyone's not going to be happy. But I speak life. If you find that a person, or that person finds you, and they can read you, know what they're reading though, not read you because, that was one of the lyrics too. I heard, I ran into a conversation, and the conversation was about you, and the conversation wasn't, what was talked about wasn't good things, and I knew it wasn't true. So I walked away, and that conversation made me come to you. I know that you're the one, because you got you. And in myself, I was like, oh snap, okay, go ahead, lyrics. So, when I get in this energy, I have to calm down, because I'll burn myself out. Literally burn myself out in a way to where I'll just want to start, you know what I mean, getting in my cards. And I'm a true believer that just because you have certain types of gifts, sometimes you have to take a break, because you're going to miss the message. You'll miss the message. Okay? And with the experience of missing messages, missing opportunities, I'm here to tell you, if you are a reader, sometimes you got to take a break. Okay? But yeah, let me go ahead and do the introduction. Welcome to SGL Spiritual Guide and Lights. I'm so glad that you made it to this session. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, welcome. My water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, welcome. My fire signs, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, welcome. And my air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, welcome. So there's an assignment. Look up serenity. How to step into serenity, how to stay grounded in serenity, how to maintain serenity, and start from there. For those of you who you're not interested in looking things up, basically let go of frustration and allow peace to win those battles. And for some of you, those battles are fear, to conquer fear. Don't look for signs and wonders. because you may miss what it is you're seeking, or what's seeking you may miss you. All right. I'm also getting, once I said miss you, there is someone or persons, meaning more than one, that miss you. Okay. I said miss you. I didn't say like I'm not picking up a sexual energy here. I'm saying like, I really miss this person. I want to, if it's giving me, I miss this person, if I could just see them, right? And it's giving me an energy of someone just wants you in their presence. You don't have to, it's like this person, it's like someone just wants you in their presence. Okay? And I want you to be mindful of that. Just because someone wants you in their presence, you have to understand, if there's no conversation, your energy could be pulled. Okay? And it can generate the other person to be able to move off of that energy. It's kind of like, I'll give you this example because this is the only example I can think of. It's like living in a house full of people, and you get off of work and there's dishes in there in the sink. And it could just be one or two. And when I like to cook, I don't like dishes in the sink. So if there's dishes in the sink, I won't cook if I don't feel like washing them. I'm a real human being here. But anywho, it gives the energy of someone who comes home and they live in a house full of people, and they're like, I'm not washing this dish, but they know that if they don't wash that dish, it's still going to be there. And it's the energy of someone missing you, and that's the only way that they can get your attention. But they draw from that energy, right? They draw from that energy. So once you start washing dishes, now everyone's coming towards you. Oh, I could have did that, but the thing that's irritating is if you're supposed to react like, well, why didn't you do it? And it's kind of like, just do the dishes and, don't even, it's like, there is this message in this session that's talking about not feeding those who don't put in the work, because it's a lot of you who've been putting in the work for years, to the point to where you're exhausted now. You've given up and you're trying to find strength. I asked God, I said, I don't want strength no more. What is something stronger than strength? Because every time I ask for strength, I get put through a whole new test, a whole new level, a whole nother level of something that it makes me stronger, but it does not make me feel good. You know what I mean? I don't want to come off as unapproachable because I got so much strength. I don't want to come off as I don't need nobody because I got so much strength. So I said this to say that. It's kind of like I asked God, like, what else can I ask for that won't allow me to go through a test that feels like all odds come against me? Okay, I'm ready for increase. I'm ready. You know what I mean? I'm ready for my Ace of Cups. For real, for real. And I don't know how a lot of you guys are going to take that, but the question is, are you ready for your Ace of Cups? And be honest, are you truly ready for your Ace of Cups? Do you want your Ace of Cups? And if you want your Ace of Cups, do you want a toxic cup, or do you want a clean cup? Not just a clean cup, but it's kind of like living water. You know what I mean? That's going to be fulfilling in a a positive way, because you've already experienced all the negatives. Okay, you've already experienced the negative with a negative, which means that you dealt with other people who are negative, which produced a positive effect out of you, but the experience wasn't good. Some of you, it's time to experience, I'm not going to say your heart's desires. It's time to experience common sense. It really is. But all inquiries, email spiritualguideandlight@gmail.com. For those of you who are new to SGL Spiritual Guide and Light, welcome. Now this session is just me delivering the messages that I had received, and as I'm channeling as I go, because I don't want it to make it seem like I'm just talking. No. What I'm saying right now is serious. You can only exercise you the way that you know how. Especially those of you who are tired. Okay? I'm saying don't give up. There's a will and there's a way. We do have a YouTube channel. On this platform, there are links in the description box that will take you over there. The handle should be in the About Me section. You can go over there. There is collective and general readings that are available. All of my readings are live. There's some that are pre-recorded. I'm gonna go through go through those that were pre-videos, and some of them are gonna come down because I was guided to rechannel those energies and see, if there's been growth or not. What else? Excuse me. Make sure you follow this platform, which is the podcast, which everything is in audio. I know that I can I can publish some videos on here, but that's what my YouTube channel is for. Okay. If this session triggered you to where you're tapping into your emotions, I need you to identify what that feeling is. And when you identify it, I don't want you to be mad at anyone who was the negative impact of the feeling. Because some of you, it's just you. You are the negative impact. And, I can vouch and say, as a living witness, that there is many of times where I could have done the work, but I could not, because I was tired. And yes, I use other tools as excuses to relax me, meaning doing nothing and just really embracing time, because I never was able to do that. Or I shall say this, there's times I was unable to enjoy time, and then there was times where I did not know how. Okay? So, this is not a session where you are convicting, and I'm talking about the self. This is not a session where you convict yourself. This is a session where you acknowledge and you forgive yourself. And you exercise conquering of letting this go and allowing peace to conquer and win the battle of whatever that is, whatever emotion that is holding you back from a healthy Ace of Cups. Okay? Purity. And this pure cup is not going to, it is not going to backfire on you. It's kind of like meeting a new person and they say all the right things and then they slap you right in your face. Not literally, but just everything was a lie. Like, you couldn't believe that this person lied to you when they had no reason to lie to you, when they could have just been very, very honest. I have no intentions to be good towards you. And then that would have gave you the opportunity to say, okay, well, I can waste a little time if I want to entertain this nonsense. You know what I mean? There was a lot of channel messages there. But yeah, so the first card was let go of frustration. The second card was serenity. Others of you, your message had to do with those lyrics, okay? Maybe this is how you feel about someone. You think someone is the one, and you're ready to make commitment. Others of you, this has to do with a person wanting to be committal to you, and they're willing to do whatever to keep you smile, and they know that they can't be the ruler of your happiness, but they would definitely help you navigate longevity when it comes to happiness. What else? That's pretty much. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle. Till we meet again.